he is a rising star that is about to wipe dwarf and explode his talents all over the NBA.
Come on in, Bri.
Yeah. Get back to me. Oh, look at you. Yes, what?
I got Gatorade.
Yeah, you got Gatorade.
I mean, that's cool, I guess.
You! Moo la la! We did it, baby! Technically, you did it.
Yeah, no, I know it was just me, but I mean, I'm just trying to make you feel better. We started from the bottom.
From the bottom, and now you're here in your own upscale apartment finding out that you just signed with Gatorade. And you know you have your own private basketball court over here, right?
I know, man.
It's pretty impressive. Ha! I mean, I really, really love what you've done with this place.
Yeah, thanks, man. Took some of your suggestions.
Happy birthday to you.
Spin, whose birthday?
Wanda in 4F.
You know her birthday?
I know all of my tenants' birthdays.
Oh, okay, what's my birthday?
May 22nd, sir.
You the GOAT, man.
Oh, thank you, sir. Is that a compliment?
So then the executive says, thirst quencher. So I say, quencher, I hardly even know her.
I don't get it. I don't get it.
You just missed the best joke. I'll tell you later. Look, I was just sitting here, talking up to my good friend Ted.
Because we're friends now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, we did a thing.
Yeah, it's Napa.
Hot air balloon. Awesome.
Caught
I mean,
the
terrifying,
rain.
actually.
You in a hot air balloon?
Yeah, I
You're
got
afraid
sick.
of heights, I thought.
Bad motion sickness. I'm terrified. It's horrible.
Anyways, it's a whole thing. We brought you here today, though, because we have an idea that we think could be mutually beneficial for all of us.
Hey, maybe even me.
So what is it?
All right, here's the idea. You can take it or leave it, but I think you're going to take it. Gatorade
Wants to
give
pay you a bonus
bonus.
if you wear branded clothing for 5 games in the park.
5 games.
5 games,
that
man.
simple.
That's nothing.
Was it some kind of joke or something? You playing a game?
You think
You
we're
in on it,
joking?
B?
Why would we joke about
It's a business.
paying you
It's money. It's business.
I'm just
Why would you joke?
okay, so all I have to do is wear your clothing that you already pay me to wear, and I get more money.
That's exactly
It's
right.
that simple.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Look,
Get
you're,
them dollar
you're an
signs.
exciting name in basketball right now.
Most
Yada,
exciting.
yada, yada. Wearing our clothing on the street is just a value add for our brand. Yada, yada, yada.
What he
You
said.
get paid. Everybody's happy.
Hey, throw some more yadas on that.
All right, yeah, I'm in. Yada, yada, yada. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Congrats.
All right, B.
Woohoo!
So, I wanted to tell him the joke.
Okay, grab him.
Hey, wait. There's a whole thirst quencher joke thing.
Spinelli?
Mr. DJ?
DJ,
What's up, man? You ready for this?
come on, man. I've been born for this.
Man, you know I'm intense with my 2K, bro.
Come on,
Man,
man. Don't worry. Don't worry. I got this one in the bag.
Because last time you picked yourself and you still lost.
Who else would I pick? I'm the best player.
Yeah, whatever.
Stop it,
Hey, I never got to ask you, what was it like working with KG, man?
man. It was amazing, man. Just intense, man. It's like every day just keeps going.
What
I don't know
advice
what's
did
wrong.
he give you when you first got to the league?
Man, the only thing he kept telling me was to breathe. Take my time. Make sure I don't rush the process.
Don't rush
Have
it.
fun.
Yeah. Well, you should really breathe when I give you this whooping right here.
Hey, listen. We talking about KG. There's a new sheriff in town, right? 32 about to give you some
Hey,
problems.
we gonna see. got that Lil Wayne playing.
Of course. I know what you like, and it's about you.
Hey, don't let Mrs. Concepcion hear you playing that. She doesn't like that kind of music.
I've got music for her, too.
Ooh, man, Mrs. C gets down like that? Dude, I gotta make this my intro to the game, baby. I feel it.
Hey, welcome to the NBA store.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate you, bro. I'm good for now.
Okay, thanks for stopping in. See you next time.
Yo, DeMar.
What's up, bro?
Yo, what's good, baby?
What's up, man?
How you living?
I'm good. I'm good. Who?
I'm DJ.
The young boy. All right.
Right,
What's up?
yeah,
What's
man,
up?
a
What's up?
rookie,
What's up,
man. I'm a huge fan, bro.
All right. Appreciate it.
Bro, what are you looking for?
I'm just trying to check out some shoes, man. You know.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I came for the new Kobe ADs, bro.
Okay. Hope you got the Compton ones, but what's up?
Man, you should come by the crib. I got a full court. I'm working on a food court as well, man.
Okay.
And an aquarium. You gotta come by, man.
All right, yeah.
And you should see my sneaker collection. It's
Bet.
out of this world.
I could do that. For sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All
I
right,
do
man,
that
come
for sure,
through.
man. I'll check you out, bro.
All right, man.
All
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yep, you too.
It's crazy.
Thanks, man. I'm all set. All right, great. Have a nice day.
Oh, just in time, Chris.
DJ.
About to get some shots up, man. Thanks, man. Yeah, it's not too shabby. You know, my first crib, so I wanted to keep it light.
Shit, I mean, this might be too much.
It's a little bit, you know what I'm saying? We get money around here.
I see. I got you a little gift, you know.
Okay.
So I believe this is gonna change your career.
Oh, you gave me your jersey.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Yeah. No, I appreciate it. I'll put it up on my wall or something.
Yeah, you should. I mean, wear it. If you wear it, it's gonna feel different. You're gonna have a different, you know, swag.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, you'll see.
You saying if I put this on, I'm gonna play different?
Listen, don't ask no questions. It's gonna change your life.
Okay.
Believe me.
Okay.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you, man. Well, let's test it out, man.
All right.
Cheers. Cheers. You're getting better.
This week on 2K TV, Kirk Lacob from Warriors Gaming Squad joins us.
I think it's just like any sport. We're looking for players with talent.
The latest 98s and your top plays.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
This is
Oh, say does that star-spangled yet wave o'er the land of the free? Oh, a brave.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's an annual tradition in the NBA. So it's a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with line reporter David Aldridge. It's basketball as the Magic look center. They just couldn't come out on was played in Memphis.
And no doubt what they tried on that night, it just wasn't.
Now it's ended up an exciting young coach on the rise. For playoffs, these teams now, these individual players, physical toll of the regular season.
Yeah, in the regular season that play big minutes. Quite honestly, nobody's won. Teams that prevail best, injuries, and have done a really good job and finding opportunities to rest situations or in game situations.
Davis is out there with Evans, and it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. And it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Conley.
To their first 4 shots, they right now are searching.
Lays it up and banks it in.
Really a solid teammate who's always ready to.
Conley kicks to Evans. About a minute played so far here in the first. Attempt of the night.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's and start the game.
Pulls it up. And it's Gordon.
I mean, surprising because the defense wasn't.
Points last game out. 6 to shoot. 3 on 3. Here for the basket. Starting off 1
faster. I mean, senses when his guys are ready to.
In that 2014 draft and point guard of the. He was coming off the bench and progress as a shooter. That I think.
Evans with the steal for the finish.
And Evans there showing the ability. He has the ability.
Play presented by Under Armour, showing the fast break finish. Another contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Thing that lends itself to winning. You see in Gasol and Conley.
And the challenge for the Grizzlies, Greg, to push them over the top.
On the wing for the longest free agent signings have really broken through. If they want to break through.
A nice skill, center big man who has nice range already.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes.
And through the years, he's become very almost better from mid-range for a 7-footer to have.
Here's again, can't hit for Memphis to go down in this game. Back to Daniels. It's blocked.
And you love the hustle defense ability to block shots.
It's just a high rate.
And you were a good defender. I mean, the height, the soft combination.
The shot.
See there, the defender gets caught up on the
longer getting through those screens. Can't allow shoot.
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis.
I tell you what, the margin of victory, very confident bunch.
Into the second quarter. On the 4 for Memphis. Saul is out there with Davis. Then there's in at the point guard position.
And has the ability to be a dangerous rhythm.
And on our sideline, our report.
DJ in the last matchup against the Pistons ended up with 19 points and in a season high in rebounds. His coach kind of showing they knew he was capable to continue to prove himself here tonight.
Thanks, capable of.
I know I won't forget. I think he'll keep it rolling. It takes a while to cool down.
They're going to be ready for him. They won't make things easy. I mean, he's going to get a.
And the dunk by Wells.
I tell you what, it's pretty cool to see. And even getting nasty at that end, that could use some improvement.
And Aaron, he was asked to play at small forward last season.
Gordon was willing to try it, Kevin, to his credit. Looking to it, not a shooter right now, and how it makes sense to perhaps keep him close.
Wells kicks to DJ. Stolen Grizzlies. Fast break. And he was.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreek Evans for you, and he's got nice hands.
Tyreek Evans, the 4th pick back in 2000.
20 points, 5 rebounds, and it's been about the injury. If he can stay healthy, and that's is obvious.
Isaacs, we know just how important a player who can mark. Which players in the league are the best?
You got to start with Steph Curry, and if not the best shot league, the way they can catch and shoot open shots off the shot-making ability. J.J. Redick is a guy that can make shots in the class by himself.
Just in the rebound battle split even
on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very close.
And so he draws the.
Like how DJ is physical and go through contact on his shots.
Free throws of the game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain.
Wow, what did he have something in his?
Maybe. And Memphis also making a switch.
And DJ, a fun guy making quick.
Davis sets a screen. Conley kicks to Evan. Releases from 15.
The defense has to be better. I mean, the mid-range jumper. It certainly wasn't
an automatic fairy.
He is, and he picks the simple.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but points, considering how close this game is.
They can hold for the last one.
That's his opponent, another possession here. Make sure.
That's in, coming off an assist from Peyton.
And Isaac takes no time getting his release.
A game that has been very close so far. Magic lead Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. Aaron, you all have played it. It worked for you.
Coaches really drew up something good for us. You know, they wrote it out.
Yeah, that's obvious. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you. Halftime to start the third quarter. See you. The third quarter now, last half of the game. Shammy far in this one.
And I loved it. Looked for good shots. And
they took the initiative. They were not letting the defense dictate their shots.
They are the 1 and the 2. Isaac out there with it, the 5, roaming the paint. That's who's out.
And Mike Conley Jr. success. Remember, his dad was a gold medalist in the track. Athleticism in his game. Super quick and elusive out on the floor.
And his handle, tough to keep him out of the lane.
He can hurt you from deep. Package, arguably the most underrated point guard in our league.
First free throw is and both free throws. Good shot is from time to time. Clark, how would you define a good shot in the context of?
Good shot is a shot that a guy % of the time when he takes it, whether that's a three-point shot, range jump shots, those are, you don't want to take a lot of control, but good shots are shots you can make 6. Usually that means you're getting shots.
Memphis moving that ball. From the baseline, lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from
there, fellas, and he drains those.
And keep over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, David Fizz coaches in the league before he took over in seasons in Miami, where LeBron James played every quality that would fit a head coach. A great learner, a great community god, and he's proven so far why he's capable.
The jump from LeBron is never a bad thing, D.A. Thank you. Leading by 4. Fournier dishes to DJ. Gasol with the steal. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call. Gordon.
And Mike Conley, the fellow Buckeye, is about as relaxed team and doing everything you want a point guard to do. A crafty really elevated his game offensively.
And that one falls for Mike Conley. Orlando making some changes. Spates checked in for Gordon. Ross comes in for Isaac, and Wells is subbed in for Evan Fournier. Memphis also making some changes. Muscala, he's checked in for Gasol. Wright comes in for Davis, and Jarrell Martin subbed in for Evans. And so Mike Conley nails both of them.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
EJ passes to Ross. Peyton outside. Back to Ross. Down way. That one wide left.
They're in a hurry. I think, Kevin, they're rushing things a little bit to begin the half. Nothing pretty about this 1 for 4.
Outside Conley. On the wing, Daniels. Martin kicks to Conley. Martin the screen for the tie, but they'll get another chance. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And Orlando making a change here. Vucevic is checked in. The Grizzlies also making a change. Chandler Parsons, he's checked in for Wright. A touch over 2.5 minutes. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. Memphis also making some changes. Marcus All's checked in for Mike Muscala. Davis comes in for Jarrell Martin. And Tyreek Evans subbed in for Mike Conley. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Evans the 2 with Parsons at the 3. Davis is out there with Marc Gasol. And it's Daniels in at the point. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And DJ has the ultimate respect of the defense when he's on the drive. I mean, when he attacks like this, he forces them to foul him.
And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
They have, but you also can't overlook how well they've defended the rim, as they've challenged every shot and also gotten quite a few blocks as well.
The first free throw is good.
And, you know, the Magic last summer looking to address their biggest weakness, a team really desperate for more perimeter shooting to space the floor.
And both free throws good for DJ. And with Elfrid Payton at the point, a great penetrator, but not a great shooter. Clark, how important is it that the Magic surround him with shooting?
Well, he is terrific as a playmaker. Great size and can find people, but you've got to have shot makers. That's huge in this game because it's about making shots at some point, inside or out. And the Magic have to at least have 3 high-quality shooters on the floor with a guy like Payton. Or, hey, Payton could become a really good shooter over time.
It's stolen by Davis. Here is Daniels. He's guarded by Fournier. Daniels dishes to Evans. Parsons with it. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Gasol. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Simmons passes to DJ. Back to Simmons. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Gordon against Davis. DJ kicks to Simmons. Gordon dishes to DJ. From outside the arc. Isaac misses. Memphis leading by 8. Daniels passes to Evans. Left side Gasol. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
And, you know, to shoot that poorly early, Greg, and to have the lead now, they feel fortunate, but they've earned their good fortune.
And Fournier kicks to DJ. The 10-footer finds the target. DJ's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this is what you want to see. I mean, DJ firing quickly right off the pass, not giving the defense any time to react.
Parsons sets a screen for Evans. And Parsons kicks to Gasol. Back to Parsons. Free throw line jump shot. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Parsons got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. And DJ throws it down.
Man, what determination from DJ would not be denied. Love how he forces his way through.
Payton, he's checked in for the Magic. Mike Conley's checked in for the Grizzlies.
One shot, gentlemen.
And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th quarter. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, still moving a little bit when he set that screen. He'll argue that he was set, but I really didn't think so.
It was very close, and I wouldn't mind letting them play on that one. It wasn't blatant by any means.
Payton kicks to DJ. Out to Payton. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Memphis. .114 left in the fourth. Evans, a screen on Fournier. Outside Conley. On the wing, Davis. 5 on the clock. And here's Evans outside. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. At the elbow, it's DJ. No good that time.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Conley kicks to Gasol. There's the pass to Evans. Davis sets a screen. And here's Conley outside. Rebounded by Isaac. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Man, I like seeing DJ come to life when the game is on the line. He isn't afraid to take these huge shots, which is exactly the mindset you got to have.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
He gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 7. There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, this has been rough all the way around. I mean, coming in with high hopes and then just now trying to finish the best they can.
Well, Greg, this one's clearly over. This is done. But hopefully they can find some momentum to carry into the next game.
There's 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Ross for 3. Parsons with the rebound. The dish to Conley. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
What's going on, 2K fans? It's Scott O'Gallagher here, and I'm fortunate to...
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here, joined by the great Shaquille O'Neal and the equally great Kenny the Jet Smith. And coming up in just a bit, tip-off will be live from Salt Lake City as the Jazz go up against the Orlando Magic. Well, for Orlando, one thing that was never really in their sights this season was the top of the conference. They're 19 games behind the leaders at this stage. And coming down the home stretch here, Kenny, for the teams that have already locked up playoff spots, what's more important, home court advantage or well-rested players?
Ooh, I would say well-rested players, because that helps the momentum and it helps you fine-tune some of the issues that you might have had before in the playoffs.
Well, younger teams, they really gain confidence from the home court. Sleeping in their beds, eating their foods, hanging with their girlfriends, wives, whatever. Veteran teams, I think they benefit from rest, especially on the back-to-backs.
Yep, that's about all the time we have. Tip-off approaches. We'll see you later.
The Magic are out of Orlando and into this interconference game. Buckle yourselves in, everybody. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. The Jazz make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. And this is a dangerous team, there's no doubt about it, with the Western Conference's fourth best record.
And I think it's an important game. They only faced this club twice this season, and you mentioned that loss in the first one. You hate to get swept in a season series.
That has to be in the back of their minds, at least a little bit. So we'll see if they add any wrinkles to their schemes in this one.
Doris, the teams that are postseason locks, they have to choose whether to rest starters or play those starters to maintain their momentum. Is momentum something, as a former player, that you can turn on and off?
You know what, Kevin? I think this is a fine balancing act for both the coaches and the players. If your playoff position is secured and you have an opportunity to try to find some rest creatively without sacrificing, obviously, the momentum you've built up over the 82 games, it's important that you take it. But how you choose to do that is important. Do you give a game off, or do you perhaps reduce minutes over the course of a game? Individual organization decisions typically, and a lot of it has to do with the personnel. How experienced are they as NBA players? That has to be part of the equation.
Yeah, a lot to balance for sure. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Orlando, Peyton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. Isaac out there with Aaron Gordon, and it's DJ in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. High arcing shot, and Rubio kicks to Gobert. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
Here's Isaac, covered by Cephalosha. And Fournier kicks to DJ. Pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. The shot by Payton, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Dishes it to Gobert. Now here is Cephalosha. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Kings in Sacramento. Just 5 to shoot. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Rubio. 6 points for Rudy Gobert.
I'll tell you, he can handle it. He can pass it. Rubio, the straw that stirs the drink.
Gordon a screen. Fournier gets a wide open look. Drops in the tray.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
Right. The effort could have been so much better. You've got to be willing to fight through that screen. There's no question about it.
There's a screen. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. And there's the feed to Hood. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. That one misses. And the Jazz have been one of the more old-school franchises. Pounded inside, grind out victories. They're still a tough defensive team, but Doris, Coach Quinn Snyder is receptive to a wide-open style of play.
Right. Quinn wants them to play with pace, look for easy opportunities. He also likes power forwards who can stretch the floor. He understands that's the way the league is going, and he's on board with it.
Free throw good, DJ.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. That creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
Rodney Hood is a remarkable athlete, and this guy tenacious when he cuts into open space.
And Fournier kicks to Payton. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. The pass to Fournier. Now here's DJ, guarded closely. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Boy, a little bounce in his step on that possession. DJ driving to the cup and playing with purpose.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, I thought the opponent's defense just never showed up.
I mean, you'd have to question their effort.
Jazz leading by 3. Ricky Rubio is out there with Rodney Hood. Then there's Jerebko. Then it's Thabo Cephalosha. And it's Gobert in at the center position. That's the group right now for Utah. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, DJ in the last matchup against the Grizzlies put together a nice one. He ended with 13 points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. A surprise attack from a guy who's typically viewed as a role player. We'll see if he can continue to play a larger role in tonight's game.
Hey, David, thank you. He was such an important part of everything they did in that game.
Yeah, maybe his line in the box score didn't jump off the page, but he was outstanding for them.
And I think they need the same kind of performance from him tonight. He doesn't have to dominate, but he does have to be a steady influence.
He dishes it to Spates. Here's Payton. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Utah leading. Rubio outside. Cephalosha passes to Gobert. And Rubio kicks to Hood. Here's Cephalosha. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And the 3-ball is good. Hood's got the lead up to 6 now for Utah.
Quick trigger from Rodney Hood. He takes no time getting the shot off after the catch.
Pass to Isaac. Kicks it to Payton. to the paint. It's stolen. Cephalosha with it. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Passes it to Gobert. Outside Hood. Jazz passing it around. Gobert with a screen for Rubio. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. And the Jazz lead by 8.
I tell you, unwilling to settle for something on the perimeter, Rubio sticks his nose inside.
You just have to love the way Ricky Rubio plays defense. Fantastic at jumping a play, and Doris forcing a turnover for his team to get out and get a score in transition.
Right, I think the thing that stands out with Ricky Rubio is probably his anticipation. That is what makes him such a great defender. Active feet, active hands to bother shooters, incredible lateral movement, and an impressive wingspan.
It's tipped.
I'll tell you, defense is about position and anticipation, and DJ fantastic at both.
And here is Cephalosha. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. From deep, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Magic.
And the three-pointer was their preferred weapon. It can be a risky strategy, but it's one that more and more teams have embraced over the years.
1:04 left in the first half of the game. DJ with it. Gobert on him. Spades dishes to DJ. To the wing on the left. Pass to Fournier. Spades sets a screen, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Urebko. Len Robinson the third. And so it's Utah holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Looking good at this point, but wanting more. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Yep.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. And the third quarter about ready to get underway. Rudy Gobert has been sensational.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
You know, I think, Greg, they never settled for the first look. It was always about, let's get the best shot possible. Really good judgment on the offensive end.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. Peyton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. Aaron Gordon out there with DJ, and it's Isaac in at the 3 spot. Doris, you were born in New York, became the first female analyst to ever call a Knicks game. Talk about the emotions that night, having traveled that incredible journey.
You know, Kev, it was both magical and nerve-wracking. You know, I grew up a Knicks fan when there was a healthy Bernard King, and the league had absolutely nothing for him when he was doing work on the low post. Hubie Brown was an idol of mine. But it was also nerve-wracking to be the first woman to sit in Clyde Frazier's seat. It was sort of awe-inspiring and a ton of fun. Guys, you talk about a player with Defensive Player of the Year capabilities. Look no further than Rudy Gobert. The 7'2" Frenchman has earned that nickname, the Stifle Tower.
And with that, the Jazz lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from DJ.
I'll tell you, he's got a good grasp of low post offense. DJ doing work in the interior.
They set the pick. Fournier against Hood.
Oh!
Stop it!
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
You know, that's why we say move without the basketball. You'll be rewarded.
And Fournier kicks to DJ. Out to Peyton. Pass to Isaac. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Jazz. Gobert's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And at this point, is there any question, Doris, that Rudy Gobert is the league's premier rim protector?
I don't think so at all, Kev. You look at the metrics. On average, NBA players shoot over 50% around the rim. But when Gobert's around the rim, it's about 30%. That's far and away the biggest impact in the NBA.
Udo's checked in for Gobert. Terrence Ross is checked in for the Magic. Jonathan Simmons comes in for Elfrid Payton. The Magic trail by 8. Now the dish to Ross. Feeds to Gordon. Simmons against Rubio. DJ kicks to Ross. Bangs home the trifecta. Ross has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
You have to know when to simply catch and shoot, and it serves Terrence Ross very well that time.
There's a screen. Rubio, the pass to Hood. Back to Rubio. 6 to shoot. And it's blocked by Gordon. Here we go, one-on-one. And it's DJ missing. Jazz leading by 5. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. And Rubio kicks to Jerebko. Now Hood. 7 points in the game. Shoots over Fournier. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got 9 points.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, but they didn't roll over in that game. Had a good chance still to...
Utah's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. They've got Robinson. Gobert is out there with Johnson. Then it's Corey Joseph. And it's Mitchell in at the 2. That's the group right now for Utah.
Boy, what a nice carom there, guys. He can really use that size and length to his advantage.
And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Utah. Jazz leading by 5. Now here's Joseph. He feeds it to Mitchell. The three-pointer no good. And for the Magic, they're shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. The shot by Wells, no good.
Boy, he's so used to having a hand in his face that I think it caught him off guard to be that wide open.
And Gobert kicks to Mitchell. 5 on the clock. Shoots off the screen. Utah with a fresh 24. Here's Gobert. And the shot falls short this time.
Maybe not that time, but he'll hit more than his share if he's left open.
Wells' shot is good.
I love watching Wells pull up from beyond the arc. A remarkable scorer when given room to shoot.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Dishes to Sefolosha. Offensive rebound. Gobert. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Don't you love Rudy Gobert's nickname, Kevin? The Stifle Tower. He can be a menacing presence.
You look at Rudy Gobert. Do you see him in the mold of, say, Doris, a Tyson Chandler?
I think the Stifle Tower has got a bigger upside. Both of those guys are 7'2", who can impact the game with defense, rebounding, shot blocking, and finishing around the rim. Both with great mobility. So I do see the comparison.
A different look for Utah. Jerebko's checked in for Johnson. Rodney Hood comes in for Mitchell. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Joseph. The Magic also changing it up. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Vucevic. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Wells. Sefolosha dishes to Rubio. Back to Sefolosha. expanding his range. It's rebounded by Payton.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Cephalosha kicks to Gobert. The feed now to Rubio. Gobert, the screen. Jazz passing it around. The three from Cephalosha. Second chance shot. Gobert can't hit.
That's just superb interior defense, not allowing him a free run to the rim.
Here's Isaac, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
I tell you what, Isaac's starting to show that clutch gene. He's not afraid and seems willing to put the team on his back.
Hood, the pass to Gobert. And it's Gobert, again missing.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
What a great job contesting without fouling. Exactly how you want to defend the mid-range shot.
Gordon dishes to DJ. It's good, and they get the go-ahead bucket. And the Magic lead by 1.
Love how DJ just takes over these big possessions. He wants the ball in his hands when things are tight.
Rubio with it. Now Payton defending. Gobert, the screen. Hood gets the bucket.
Wow, Rodney Hood not shy in a big moment. How about the poise from the 2-guard?
DJ with it. Gobert on him.
Oh, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
So the first one drops, and that ties the game up.
Listen, we know DJ is a guy who understands pressure, right? So there's always this sense of calm when he's at the free throw line.
And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
Here's Rubio. Gobert, the screen. Cephalosha kicks to Yarebko. Gobert, the pass to Cephalosha. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Oh, and here we go. Isaac's got the fast break chance. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now here is Cephalosha. D right on him. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Gobert, the screen. Kills it.
Fearless, decisive, on point.
Which is especially when your team needs a bucket.
Time call here. The Magic decide to talk it over. There's 21 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
You know what? Enough time to go with.
You'd think they want to do everything they can to get it to their...
There's the pass to Payton. It's good. Utah calls timeout. They're trailing by 1 game. Guys, what's your take?
You know what? Enough time comfortable with.
You'd think they want to do everything they can to get...
There's 18 seconds. Gobert with a screen on Payton. There's the pick. And Rubio kicks to Seth.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the...
Through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise...
The Magic decide to talk it over. 1 second.
And with under 2 seconds running quick. Don't have time for an extra off the inbound play. And go.
And so it's Utah who scraped by with a win. What a show.
Like a knife in the gut to being on edge of your seat. And how is this thing going to play out?
And Pittsburgh, David Aldridge, Greg A. Sports Crew. This is Kevin Harlan. See you later.
players who are streaming on presence. How are you balancing that?
It's the
Everybody, Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA by the Diesel. Smith. Wrapping up out in Los Angeles where it'll be Magic. Checking out the Magic challenge for them this season. And now
basketball here on 2K Sports. A celebration of the amazing fans all around the globe get to enjoy. I'm Kevin Harlan, and before we get going, let's
guys, he said.
Thank you, David. You were able to play with so many teammates. Some of your favorites over the years.
For me, Derek Fisher.
And equality.
Just the nicest guy you have. Derek Fisher, Ronnie Turioff is one of my Odom, Shaq, obviously. Robbie, fortunate to play with some great teams. I mean, let's go. Ron Harper. I mean, I can go on and Shaw. I mean, I was very fortunate to have some really.
Orlando, Peyton and Ford, Gordon out there with Isaac, and it's elbow. It's DJ. Kobe, you were you as you go back and look at all to follow that path.
A matter of working hard. Like my second or third year in the NBA, a lot of players don't do that to me. Like, yeah, but to me it wasn't hard. On earth, I'd rather be in the hoop.
But the greats. You ever seen a great player who is not the hardest?
Great seasons, and another great one, and the consistency isn't there. And that looks like hard work.
Playing the game, there was so much.
I did. I enjoyed the game. I loved that, the getting ready and all that. But I enjoyed training and practice more than I did.
Look around the league and you see a lot. You actually played against him.
Nope. No, but it's not for me.
Same result. I'm not comparing it to the way you were coached.
That's what I hear. I think about it that far. I mean, it's not. But that's the challenges I hear. When Bird was coach, being the challenge, but also to motivate players and to figure out how to get them to their. Still in all, coaching is just not for me.
Entire life to the game of basketball, why is that?
Well, because in a game when I was like 2 years old, 20 years, and I left no stone unturned. I've done everything I could possibly do. The discipline has changed. The industry, the same things that I've learned from the game, I carry with me.
Kobe, the league seems to be moving called hero ball in favor of. What do you make of that trend?
Well, I played, for example, when they had going off the bench.
Well, you are a historian. You love working with you.
Yeah. Out there. I mean, they move the ball. Celtics with Fred Auerbach. And then a more isolation ball where guys would post deep all the way down to them and then start seeing a spread offense when the Knicks were playing. And the Celtics, I think it just depends that you have. I think that determines your style.
Well, I like. Yeah, while he's taking off, no one on the.
And that replay, another Unleash Chaos basketball. Huge tool in the NBA and the team game. You've done it. Are the nuances and the attention to detail important to make that play?
Well, today is run differently than it was Stockton and Malone. What you're seeing now is screen roll action where it makes rotations at a distance.
Right.
Teams try to down pick and roll coverages and play the screen roll coverage with 2 men, 3 guys in the action, right? And that it's a 2 guys. And on offense, I come in and rotate. If I can.
Yeah, bad luck, and they just can't get.
The Magic trail by 6. Your game after Michael Jordan, you want a little insight into the impact he meant to you and how he formed you.
I think most players growing up, at least my generation, he plays the dunks, the highlights, was how he got there, the moves, the rhythm. That's what I studied, and so when I watched him play than others, all these other things growing up overseas, I had to being the greats, and
Ball runs point. There, the backcourt. The young pair, and it's Zubats in at the center. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David.
Last matchup against the Jazz did some with 10 points and played tremendous defense on both ends of the floor. And I could see his role expanding, Kevin.
Thanks, David. It was a terrific night.
And I'd be surprised in a very good frame of mind. Energy in this game that he brought into that one.
They're shooting their 4th shot at the That's good.
Gary, when you think has to grow, when you fact ready. Well, check out that are clearly on the same page.
To Randall.
And nobody, guys, among on that drive to the 10.
And sails in for the flush.
So little urgency on the defensive side, especially with them losing. But he found a way to get his shot going here in this.
For just under 3.5 minutes played.
It's a +5 advantage for them.
It's deflected.
Block shots. Got to be careful when shooting when he's around.
We hope you come back and join us again. And Greg, how much of Kobe and pick his brain?
I mean, it's just always interesting about a player or a team, or even some former players. They just don't get lost with the truly great, us normal human beings. A really good rebound in traffic. That's
here's Payton and misses it off. Last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the trail.
I just got the sense they didn't work.
Selfishness. I mean, this is what happened. Percentage can go south.
Here's Ball, covered by Payton. Now Ball, kept alive with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And they've done coming right at the rim. Standing by courtside for the halftime break with the third. Way. Nice toe ball.
Yeah, so far they haven't found a machine here in that first half.
Sense in the defense, making the right move.
Up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Curtis basketball. And so Fournier are the 1 and the 2. EJ out in at the 3. Fournier with the ball. Now guarded by around the league and with all the great players that's playing right now.
Well, the big fellas, I definitely would love to play with. You look at guards. I mean, how could you not want LeBron? I mean, what candy you want to pick? It might excitement. I don't know. It's so many hard to choose one, and whichever one I pick out of a hat.
How about in the past, guys? You would have liked to have.
Wow, that's a late looking. I've always thought what that would have been like. Other big players at that time. It definitely have been guys that I respect. Would have been the first out of mine, first and foremost.
The ball. Three-pointer hits the. Got the first basket of the third quarter for the Lakers.
And Ball has shot it as soon as the pass hits his hand.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game. We've got 13. Pope. Jump shot. Good. Caldwell Pope.
Love the form that Caldwell Pope has. When he's open in the mid-range, he feels comfortable rising up from there.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Lakers lead by 12. You're watching 2K Sports. And
shrink the floor when you're on the ball.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth. Change everything. Caldwell Pope is the 2 with Ingram playing Vitsa Zubac. And it's Ball 5. Count that one.
And not only can Ingram score, contribute inside, the way he releases his shot makes.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. Second in the draft now for 3 consecutive years. Out of all the players they've acquired, Chris, who do you think has the chance to be the best, Ingram or Ball?
Well, I definitely like Ingram. Athletic ability. He's wiry. They played him a little at point last year. His rookie season wasn't dominant, but his game. But I really like Alonzo Ball. I think he brings that talent and leadership. I think he has the talent to become that franchise player. And forget what I think. Magic thinks that.
Well, Poe passes to Zubac. That's tipped. Here's Isaac. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Isaac's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, I like the concentration there. Isaac showing how skilled he is on the block. Feels like no one can stop him.
Here's the screen. Caldwell Pope kicks to Ball. Ingram wide open. And the 3 off target. The Magic trail by 10. DJ with it. Now defended by Randall. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Ball dishes to Caldwell Pope. Feeds it to Ingram. 5 to shoot. Passes it to Ball. Over Payton. Ball with the bucket.
And Ball is a gifted shooter. Someone that excels at scoring the ball even when the coverage is tight.
Looking to end his cold spell. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
To the DJ. He's a quiet player who makes his presence felt on both.
And both free throws good for DJ.
They are putting on a show at the free throw.
Right wing. Ball kicks to Zubas. Orlando with the ball. Lakers leading by 10. That one drops for him.
And the versatility of Caldwell Pope, not just the score from outside, but also a threat to shoot the ball close to the hoop as well.
And there it is for him. DJ's got 4 points in the quarter.
I like to see them getting the ball down low and then getting a quality shot.
Ball kicks to Caldwell Pope. Now here's Ball, covered by Payton. Ball with the bucket.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
He gets it in there.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless, each side trying to close this thing out.
The NBA coaching ranks always looked at and scrutinized. Only 30 great jobs out there in the league, and yet they're on the firing line, it seems like, every season. Chris, what enables head coaches, in your opinion, to be successful? And has that changed over the years?
Well, I think what allows you to be successful, first of all, what is your acumen for the game? Can you communicate? Can you inspire players? Are you a humble guy? And, you know, I think those are the main things that you have to, you know, have as a coach. But look, players get traded all the time. Everybody's under pressure. So, you know, just got to do your best and keep it moving.
Clock at 6. Another miss by Caldwell Pope.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Ingram with it. Caldwell Pope right side. It's taken away by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. And Payton throws it down hard.
And showing a good nose for the ball there. Picks it clean. Then he's off to the races.
Oh, yeah, you don't want to waste that effort. You want to cash in on these extra possessions. They certainly did that time.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's the screen. Ingram kicks to Zubas. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so he drops them both. It's a 9-point ball game here. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Payton kicks to Fournier. Dishes it to DJ. And that one is good. DJ's got 9 points here in the second half.
You can't let DJ get comfortable down on the block. He's superb at reading the defense and cashing in deep inside.
Ball, the pass to Nance. Now, here's ball, covered by Peyton. And they call an illegal screen here.
And had the right idea there in calling for the screen, but he was just slow to get to the spot and didn't get set.
Yeah, as a big fella, that's the thing, Greg. You got to be quick in setting those screens. If you get a little lazy, you'll get called for it.
Not completely over, but it's getting close.
Yeah, we know some crazy stuff happens out there, but everything would have to go their way for them to finish this off.
50 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. They set the screen. Mans a screen. Kicks it the ball. Three-pointer. But they get it back. Tries to keep it alive. Orlando grabs the miss.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Now, that was a sensational feed. He hit him right on the move.
This could be a turning point.
Critical possession right here.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And here is Ingram. And here we go. Fast break. DJ's got it. The layup missed. Here's Isaac. Can't get the three to fall. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win and really it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you later.
Did all right out there tonight, Russ.
I did more than just all right.
Man, I got to thank myself for that one.
Oh, okay. That is what I'm talking about. Good game out there. That's exactly what we've been talking about, right? Look, everybody loves the FGAs. The shots are sexy, but you can affect the game with your energy and your effort. Just like we've been talking about. You don't get the ball enough, don't whine about it. You got to get up there and you got to get the ball off the glass. That type of work right there will get you more minutes. Thanks, Coach.
Hey, don't fall for that, though.
What?
I mean, you got to get your shots up, too. Rain, sleet, or snow, dogs got to eat. If you feel like you're not getting your shots, you better pull your phone out and be like, hello, where my shots at?
Well, excuse me, but I have a very well-rounded game.
Yeah, whatever. All I'm saying is, when's the last time you seen a dude get a max contract for rebounds?
Garnett.
Yeah, to go along with that 22 a game and that mean stare he had. Whatever, that was 1997. What were you, like, -1 years old?
Yeah, about that.
Look, all I'm saying is assists and rebounds are cute and all, but a grown boy's got to get his shots up.
Oh, so when you gonna get yours up?
Okay, Rook got jokes.
Ooh, got him.
For those that don't know, you are a Stanford grad.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey, Ernie Johnson here, and I'm joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Kings out in Sacramento. So for the Kings, their last game, a loss to the Pelicans at Smoothie King Center. That game was high scoring. Tonight, they'll need to be better defensively. And here we are late in the season. Shaq, for the teams at the very bottom of the standings, there can be a tendency to give up on yourself and a desire to dial things back, I guess. Pack it in. This happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, it happens, but no great coach would stand for that. No, we're great players. You just got to, dig yourself out the hole, Ernie. You got to keep fighting. You know what they should do?
What's that?
Go watch Hoosiers.
Ooh.
The Gene Hackman speech should get them going.
Okay, you think that would work on an NBA player?
I think it would. Picket fence, baby. Picket fence.
Sometimes you just can't give that all-out intensity because you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. You can only see the light right in front of your face.
Yeah.
And, you know, you got to give those bench guys some more minutes at this time.
Let's send it down to Kevin Harlan.
Looking down upon the Tower Bridge spanning the Sacramento River here in the capital of California. This is 2K Sports broadcasting from Sacramento as the Kings take it to the hardwood. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg and our sideline reporter David Aldridge. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to the Lakers. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets and they lost by 3.
Actually, I thought they might be able to sustain that momentum that they picked up in the fourth quarter, but was not meant to be.
Clark, tonight in this matchup, young teams, not a lot of experience, and there are tough things for these young players to pick up as they make their journey, I know, through the NBA.
You're really right on top of it there, Kevin, because young players tend to be more emotional. And that doesn't always serve you well. Being poised and calm and confident is what you see from veteran players. Understanding game situations and having the presence of mind to be aware in all situations is part of what sometimes isn't prevalent with young players.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Peyton and Fournier are the 1 and the 2. EJ out there with Gordon, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Hield, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. For 3, Hill. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Hill's got the first bucket of the game with the 3 for Sacramento. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Like the way DJ finishes around the defense. Even when he's surrounded inside, he's composed. He doesn't get rattled. Big-time poise.
Now here is Hill. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. Takes the 13-footer. Randolph can't hit. And so here's Orlando. And a wide-open look for DJ. And that one comes up a bit short.
And the defender was very apathetic there. Fortunately for them, he missed that mid-range jumper.
Outside Hill. Back to Koufos. Shot clock. And the now.
Man, it's nice